Hey, what's up, guys? Yeah, I just want to talk about something real quick. I know there's a lot of drama going on here, and I just wanted to talk about horror movies. Fuck, that's right, fucking horror movies. The reason why we're all here to begin with. Back before everybody was throwing bitch fits, you know, we actually enjoyed talking about horror movies. But anyway, man, fuck all that shit. I want to do a video today. I want to try to get some people talking in the community again, the horror community. Um, I've done a video similar to this a while back, but I want to go ahead and do it again. And I invite everybody to post video responses and please comment. But I want to talk about your childhood horror movies. Like what movie got you into horror? I mean, you're obviously a big horror fan. What movie got you into horror? Or movies, maybe more than one. What movie, flipped the light switch and said, "Damn, I love this genre." I know for me, it's more than one, but a few main ones I was going to talk about here for just a second. And please, guys, leave me a video response. I'm interested to hear what everybody has to say here. But The Exorcist would probably be my number one pick, just because that movie scared the shit out of me. It still scares the shit out of me. It's one of my favorite movies. I know I've told this story a bunch of times on here before, but I like it a lot. It's a good movie. Whatever. How the second few I have on my list, I remember when I was about 10 years old, I went over to a friend of mine's house and I spent the night, and he got Tremors and Terminator, and I had never seen either one of those. He rented those. He just went in there and grabbed some shit he'd seen before, and like I was totally blown away by both those movies. I just remember having such a good time that night because I know Terminator probably be considered more of a sci-fi or action movie, but a lot of horror elements in there too. I was just so blown away by that movie. This was years before Terminator 2 came out, so I was pretty pumped up about that. I gotta say, I really appreciate that. Starting my love for the genre there, but next one on my list is The Offspring. It was actually re-released on DVD as From a Whisper to a Scream. I don't know why they released it with a different name, but I remember watching that or seeing the previews for the movie first, and then watching. I think it came out in like '87 or '88, something like that. And then I saw it, and that movie just scared the shit out of me. I don't know why. You watch it now, it's really not that scary, but I really love that movie. It really scared me. It made me really appreciate the genre. Next on my list is Child's Play. A lot of you guys probably have a similar view of this movie. It came out, late '80s sometime. And I had one of those fucking My Buddy dolls. It looks just like Chucky, what they based the Chucky doll on. And I gotta say, man, I was not a fan of that fucking doll after I saw that movie. Not a not a fan of it at all. I think I probably got rid of it, but I've got a picture of me around here somewhere with it when I was a kid, and I just looked totally freaked out by it. It's pretty funny. But yeah, I remember back when I first got a VHS player. My dad got one with his work or something. We were able to rent one, or I think we borrowed one from someone, something like that. We had one for a short period of time, and I watched as many movies as I could in that short period of time. I know. First movie I ever rented was My Pet Monster, and that was also a stuffed animal, like a stuffed doll or something, just a big furry ass doll. And the movie was totally fucking terrible, but I really loved it. I watched that movie probably like 5 times in a weekend one time. That the same weekend. I know I got that, and I got a few other movies like dinosaur movies. Like this was back before we really had mainstream VHS rental places. Like I rented all this shit in the grocery store. I don't know if you guys had similar things like that in your area, but they didn't actually have the boxes up there, so you could look at the box for the VHS. It was just like little almost like an index card made out of plastic, uh, with a picture of the movie, probably like, 3 by 5, something like that, with a picture of the movie. And I don't even think there was a description. It was just a picture of the front of the VHS cover, and that was really what drew you in. Everybody loves the artwork of the '80s and the late '70s and '80s, the great artwork on the VHS covers. But it's just a really bizarre time, and I think is one of the reasons why I love the genre so much is just because I had such fun with it then, and I still do to this day. And the last one on my list, you guys are probably gonna laugh at this, but it's the Garbage Pail Kids movie. Uh, this movie's a horrendous piece of shit, but I really liked it a lot when I first saw it. I don't know if you'd really consider it a horror movie, but I wasn't really watching like when I was really young. I really wasn't watching a whole lot of hardcore horror movies just because my parents wouldn't let me. When I did watch this stuff, it was because my older brother or older sister had gotten it and let me borrow it. And I gotta thank them too, man. They're a big reason I'm such a fan because my brother would always like he's quite a bit older than me, so he would babysit me all the time. My parents were out of town and stuff, so we would just go, rent horror movies for the whole weekend and tons and tons of great memories. And just brings back my childhood watching horror movies. I love it so much. Probably one big reason why I'm such a huge fan to this day. But I love it, and I'd love to hear your opinions as well. So please share, guys. Thanks.